All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me clearly with a thumbs up? Or please write in the chat if you can't hear me. Esther, was that you saying you can hear me? Hmm? All right. We'll just give a few more minutes for a few more people to join. I see people are still joining. Just a few more minutes, maybe 2 more minutes, and then we can get started. All right, I think we can get started. For those people that are still joining, they can catch up with us as we go along, and I will be sharing the recording also of the session with those who have missed out on most of the session. My name is Grace Kashivena, and I will be conducting today's training. Today's training is 1 hour. You are welcome to interact. You are welcome to ask questions, but I would advise to hold it towards the end of the session. There will be a session, a section, or a time to ask questions at the end of the session. All right. To get started, as always, we will have, or I will share a video of the Minister of the Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology, Honorable Emma Theophilus, where she shares an in-depth explanation of why we have the cybersecurity awareness trainings nationwide and why there's a strategy in place for that. So just bear with me as I share the video.
Yes, so this I'm even scared to receive it and see how it is. Anyway, yeah.
With the evolution of information
Hey, what's the
communication
name?
technologies, Namibia as a developing
Okay.
country is no exception to cyber attacks and cybercrime. The growing
Oh,
cyber attacks jeopardize the purpose of digital participation and connectivity, as well as the integrity of Namibia's critical infrastructure. The Namibian government seeks to build a cyber resilient nation. Hence, in line with cabinet endorsement, the Ministry of Information Communication Technology developed the National Cybersecurity Strategy and Awareness Raising Plan. The purpose of the awareness creation is to empower the nation's citizens with the knowledge and skills to make informed decisions when faced with potential cybercriminal activities, whether in general or at the workplace. The national document is a step towards building cybersecurity resilience and digital security to enable an innovative Namibia and attainment of social and economic growth. With this plan, the nation is prepared to respond effectively to the threats or attacks on network systems and services. Namibia will reap benefits and economic opportunities presented by the use of ICTs on the condition that the country's citizens are ready, capable, and vigilant against the threats that include phishing attacks, ransomware, cyberbullying, and child online vulnerability. The National Cybersecurity Strategy and Awareness Raising Plan helps to safeguard the citizens' privacy, educate and create awareness to safeguard the national critical information infrastructure, as well as ensure collaboration on cybersecurity to continuously improve the safety of vulnerable groups in the cyberspace. The scourge of cybercrime has the potential to negatively impact the nation's ability to achieve its developmental objectives. Namibia has encountered a rise in incidents of misuse of available internet platforms by criminals to carry out cyber attacks. These growing cyber threats disturb the purpose of digital participation and connectivity, as well as the integrity of our national critical information infrastructure. It is for these reasons that the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, in collaboration with South Essential Information Technology, is hosting a series of awareness creation sessions for the Namibian nation. I therefore urge you all to join the ministry and South Essentials efforts to participate in the sessions in order to be equipped with the necessary skills in order to be safe on the internet, protect our nation's critical infrastructure, and make informed decisions should you fall victim or help those who fall victims to cyber attacks.
So yes, there you have it. The reason why we have these sessions is just to equip and help the Namibian nation be skilled on what is out there, what are the dangers that are out there on the internet. So to get started on today's session, let me just reshare my PowerPoint. Okay, I've muted everyone. If you want to say something, you're welcome to raise your hand and then I'll give you a chance to speak, or you can write something in the chat and I will address it. But for now, please mute yourself. All right, so to get started on today's session, we will be speaking about managing phishing attacks and incidences. We'll also look at a recap of last week's session. We'll look at how to know if you have been phished and what to do if you think you have been phished. And then we'll do a quiz or activity and a Q&A at the end of the session. So a recap of last week's sessions, we spoke about signs of a phish. Uh, we spoke about fake email, links, when not to click on links, or you should not click on links, and how a legitimate link may look like, and also a fake link may look like. We looked at spoof websites. Here you can see on the bottom how if a website is not secure, it always indicates here on the left side, not secure. And also you must always read out the whole website. If, for example, you have received a link from somebody that you maybe don't usually communicate with, rather read out the whole website, because you can see here that there's an F missing from the actual website. So that's probably a fake website or indication that it's a fake website. And also we looked at attachments, when why you should also not be opening any sort of attachment, and you should be careful what attachment you're opening. So that is a recap of last week's session. All right. So today's session will be looking at the signs. What are the signs you took the bait? So now what are the signs to indicate that you have been phished? One of them could be identity theft. Your identity is stolen and can be used to commit crimes or access your accounts and impersonation. Right now, we have a case in the family where an aunt of mine's WhatsApp has been hacked. I don't know how that is possible, but her WhatsApp account has been hacked. So what this hacker did, he went to all the groups that she is in. So he's sending messages to everybody that are in those groups, and he made sure that he's the only admin or he's the only one that can comment on those groups. But he's sending them private messages individually to ask for money and all of these things. So that is one of the an example of identity theft. That's stealing your WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp is your identity basically. So that's one of the signs. And then we looked at we one of the signs is also unfamiliar transactions. Maybe you received an alert that your account there's a transaction that was taken out of your account. That is one of the signs. Another sign is locked accounts. You're trying to access your Facebook, you're trying to access your Instagram or whatever, um, and 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 you can't access it. That is a sign of a fish. That is a sign that you have been hacked. An unprompted password reset request. You know you haven't received any notifications that your password is expired, but now all of a sudden you're receiving unprompted messages to reset your passwords. So those are things that you should look out for. And then we looked at a spam email coming from your account. If you have so many emails coming from your account or coming to your account, that could be an indication that you are somebody's trying to fish you. What we usually say, or one of our famous lines is, "You are the last line of defense." There's only so much work we can do. There's only so much information that we can share with you. But at the end of the day, the work lies with you. You are your last line of defense. So in this slide, we'll be looking at identity theft in a more broader explanation. So here's a video for that. So basically, that is what identity theft is. Someone stealing your personal information and pretending to be like pretending to be you, either to other people or just using your information to steal money from you or steal money from other people. So what you can do to protect yourself from identity theft, one of the things that we always highlight is your your presence on social media. What you share on social networks, your home or email addresses, children's names, birth date, and so on, is what tech-savvy thieves use for scams, phishing, and also identity theft. Another thing you must do is polish your password practices. Identity thieves love passwords, so because they open doors to our personal information. So get tough and organized now. Use strong passwords. Use 8 to 12 characters long passwords, like we mentioned in our previous sessions. Create long passwords. Don't make it obvious. Don't use your birth dates or your names as your password, because these are information that is out there. So what thieves can do is they can play around with that and figure it out and easily hack you. So have strong passwords at all times. Do not use the same passwords for all your accounts, whether you're banking, whether you're social media. Have different passwords. And if you are not able to remember all of them, write it down somewhere, but make sure that paper that you're writing it on, or that either on your phone, wherever you're writing it, make sure it's secure and nobody else can access that paper or that information. Also, protect your personal information on your computers and your smartphones. Um, when you are leaving your office, for example, you maybe quickly want to leave your office, always make sure your PC is is locking very fast in maybe in 2 seconds, so nobody else can access it, because not everybody that you are around can be, I mean is gonna be is somebody to trust. Not everybody that's around you is someone you can trust. So always be cautious at all times. When you're clicking on links, be sure that you're clicking on a legitimate link or a website. Look out for HTTPS. Look out for the secure lock. Um, be very cautious when you're clicking on links. All right, moving on is impersonation, also another form of identity theft. When you can see, this is the Facebook account of Eric Maresh, and you can see he's got three accounts that are on his name. Somebody took a picture of his and used it to create another account, and some of his family members are maybe not even aware that he's been hacked, or somebody's trying to steal his identity. So family members will accept his friend request, and maybe he also has intentions of asking money from these family members and so forth. So make sure your images are private. Not anybody can click on your image or download your image. There's settings. You can go to your settings and make sure this information is private. Cyber stalkers create fake profiles impersonating other Facebook users, and they start doing activities on their behalf until and unless the owners notice the fake profiles and manually report it to Facebook. And Facebook sometimes also takes long to take down these accounts, because it has to do its investigations. So when you see this, alert your family members, and tell them either on WhatsApp or any other platforms that somebody is trying to hack you, or somebody has created a fake account on your name. So here you see an example of unfamiliar transactions. This is an alert that was sent to a user or to somebody that they spend a certain amount using their debit card. So when something like this has happened to you, um, rather call the bank immediately, so they can either freeze your account or freeze your card. Maybe you lost your card somewhere. Rather call the bank immediately, especially if it's maybe at night or whatever. There is an emergency number for each bank to call, so they freeze your account. Also, another advice on this is that set up notifications or alerts on your accounts immediately. Yeah, like I said, immediately contact the authorities. Set up notifications or alerts on your accounts. So save this bank your banking details, save them on your PC so you know that this is the legitimate one and you don't just click on any links or websites that were sent to you. So what is a spam? A spam is irrelevant or unsolicited messages sent over the internet, typically to a large number of users for the purpose of advertising, phishing, and spreading malware. So this is the emails that as you can see the example here, you find it down here. In this instance, it's called a junk email. It's also another word for a spam. So if someone has accessed your mailbox, they can send emails that look completely legitimate, pretending to be you. A malicious attachment of link to enter credentials could now be coming from you. So here's how to stop unwanted emails. Report the email as a spam, block spam email addresses, use an email alias, change your email privacy settings, unsubscribe from unwanted newsletters or mailing lists, check if your email is on the dark web, use a secondary email or use a third party email filter. What to do if you have been phished? Here is the general steps that you can do. Remain calm. Inform your internal IT department. For example, if you feel like your email address was compromised or your PC is compromised, report it to IT immediately or hand over the laptop to IT and report the phishing email as a spam. How to report it? You can see here on the in the illustration. Here on your Outlook on the top right corner, you find a report message. That's where you can report your email as a spam and it goes directly to your spam. Also, have your device checked by IT, like mentioned. If you have downloaded a malicious link, for example, don't open and delete immediately. If you feel like it's, oh my goodness, I accidentally clicked on it, don't open it, delete it immediately, disconnect your computer from any network. If you are connected to the Wi-Fi here, the arrow indicates where you can access the Wi-Fi icon, and you click on it and you disconnect your computer immediately from any network. If you're connected to the Ethernet looks like the blue illustration here on the bottom right corner. You remove it immediately. Remove it so you don't have access to internet, so nothing else can can happen or nothing else can be accessed from your PC. Scan your entire system. This is usually now for IT. Hand over your laptop to IT so they can scan your entire system. Change all your passwords for the accounts that have been compromised, as well as the accounts that you use, or similar passwords that have been captured by the hacker. Stay alert for possible misuse of data involved. All right, another thing that you can do, this step is especially applicable if you entered data during the attack. Scan your system. Again, if you don't know how to scan your system or if you don't know how to update your softwares, rather hand over your laptop to your IT department. Change your password on the accounts involved. Stay alert for possible misuse of data involved. Now, this with regards to your bank, cancel your card, contact the company or person that's phishing attack impersonated, scan your device for viruses, watch out for warnings of identity theft, and put a fraud alert on your credit card. If you have entered your credit card information in the phishing page, cancel your card immediately. All right, so we have actually come to the end of today's session on on the signs that indicate that you have been phished and how to avoid those signs or how to protect yourself if you have taken the bait. Now we're going to do a quick team activity. As you can see here, it's written, a friend calls you and needs help. They downloaded an attachment and only after downloading realized that the file has a strange extension. What advice do you give the friend on the next step to do? Anybody? What advice would you give your friend? go back to the slide. What advice would you give your friend? They downloaded an attachment and only after downloading realized that the file has an extension, a strange extension. What advice do you give the friend? There's a
And
hint on your screen. Yes?
I would suggest they scan the computer to see if a virus or something is. If they downloaded the virus, if they don't know the extension, or it's a strange extension.
Yeah. Or also, they shouldn't open the attachment at all. They should delete it immediately. I think before scanning, they should delete it immediately. And if they have clicked on on the extension or the attachment, they should disconnect their computer from any network. Is that not the case?
In your case, you say they have already downloaded. They've downloaded and they've opened the attachment, and then they
No,
haven't opened it.
yeah, they realized that after downloading, the file has a strange extension, like
Oh,
at the end, dot something that's very strange.
but they haven't opened the
They
attachment.
haven't opened it yet, yeah. So the best thing they can do is don't open it and delete it immediately, and then disconnect their computer from any network, because you don't know if you download, maybe it's doing its own background updates or stealing your information in the background you might not know of. So disconnect your computer immediately from any network. All right. Does anybody else want to add something to that, or should we continue? All right. So become a soldier. If you have seen any suspicious activities happening either personally or from your friends and family, report it to our threat alert at salt.na email. You can access it by going to our website at www.salt.na, and you go on the top right corner and you click on cyber threat alerts, and you can report the case. And we can also share it on our platforms and alert the public of what's out there and how they can protect themselves. Also, another thing that you can do is connect with us on our social media platforms. This is now the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, as well as Salt Essential IT. On our LinkedIn pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, we are there. You can text us or email us or inbox us or DM us. We will reach out to you. Also, another platform that we have is iSecure Bot. This is a WhatsApp bot where we share, where you can share information, or you can ask it any information and it will respond to you. If you have any any cybersecurity questions or concerns, this WhatsApp bot will respond to you immediately. So what you see now, it's a QR code on your screen that you can scan, or I'll share the number. I'll share the number on our chat. So whatever questions that you might have for it, whatever, maybe there's things that we haven't shared here and you want to ask more, you want to know more, send it a text and it will respond to you. So the number is 085 173 2873. I'm just going to put it in the chat, 173 2873. 085 173 2873 is the number to text. This is an iSecure bot. It offers interactive platform for parents, children, businesses to ask questions and receive information, guidance, and links to training and informational videos, and so much more. So don't be in isolation. If you have any questions, ask it and it will respond to you immediately. Are there any questions before we end off this session?
Sorry, Grace.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes. Good. How are we?
Doing very well. The number you just shared now, is it a WhatsApp group or just a number to us?
Come again?
The number that you shared now is the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. No, it's not a WhatsApp group. It's a WhatsApp bot.
Oh, okay.
Uh, It's a you can send it any questions. And it will respond to you immediately.
Okay, thank you.
So the chats are just between you and that bot. It's not in a group or somebody else has access to it.
Okay, get it. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Are there any more questions from the floor? Are there any experiences that anyone would like to share with regards to cybersecurity?
Nadia, I have a question. Uh,
Yes.
you. I just want to know that you had a presentation, a slide earlier, and right at the
Mm-hmm.
bottom, it's a YouTube slide that you had. Right at the bottom, you had a .com email that was just, like covered by your toolbar at the bottom. If you can just confirm what uh, um, that website that is is there right at the bottom at that. I'm not sure which slide of yours it was. I think it's acafe.com, but I'm not sure. I can't read it completely. If you can perhaps just share that with me again. I'm trying to write that down.
Is it this
Um,
one?
no, no, no. Not. It's more to the front of your slide. Or will I be able to move the slide, or can't I?
I don't
Because
think you
I
have access to that.
no, I see. I can move it.
It's an email address that was saying what you want the email address
No, no, I don't want the email address. I want the it's a website, I think. Wait, let
website
me. Yeah,
for
it was
the
a
YouTube video.
yeah. You were you had a slide with a YouTube video, or was that an additional slide that you entered that you were speaking from or referring to?
Is it that one? Let's see your screen.
No, it's not that one. It's a YouTube slide. It was not a salt slide.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm just going back here on your presentation. Not that one. For some reason, I can actually do this to see where I saw this. Now I can't move further than page 11, though.
Mm.
Anyway, if you
Is it
can,
this one?
I can't move further than this page. No, it's not that one. It's still further back.
Okay.
Are you able to um, move back in your presentation until I identify the slide with this address that I'm looking for?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what address ma'am is looking for because I have touched on all the slides. Is it anyone that you see there?
No, I don't. I can't see your presentation at the moment. I don't know where you are now. I can see your presentation. Any of this?
Mm. Okay, but we will share the link to the recording with
Oh,
everyone.
okay.
Yeah, we will share the link to the recording, and maybe you can, in your own time, you can go back to it and see what it is that you might have missed or that you want to take note of. We will also share the link to the test. This test is just for your own to test your own knowledge on what you have learned so far. So we'll share that link also, and we'll share the recording, the link to the recording, and also yeah. So those are the two links that we will share with everyone via email. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Are there no more questions or comments before I close off?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
All right. Are there any more questions, comments, any experiences that anyone would like to share before we close off? All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope you have learned so much, and thank you for the interaction. Again, I will share the recording and I will share the link to the form, which is the test, and you can take part in it. Thank you so much. Have a great Friday. Goodbye.
Thanks, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.